I'd like to tell you about a gentleman that has been traveling over the past 4 months to make this possible, and the lives that he's impacted, including my own. I had the chance to meet him 4 months ago, and he's someone that when he speaks, I choose to listen very carefully because he comes from a great place of abundance. His main goal is to make a difference in someone's life, not just financially, but personally. And as you can tell, there's Gen XYZ, many of them in this room tonight, that he's impacted. Like I mentioned, this gentleman has been on tour for about 4 months. He's had a lot of success in the industry. Him and his wife, Missy, have been in magazines, success magazines, in over 2,000 countries and cities and states. And he's looked up to by many people, and people pay for this gentleman's time. So we're very blessed. And again, if you don't mind, please stand up and give a round of applause for Justin Prince. Woo!
So, when I was 29 years old, I was asked to go speak in Moscow, Russia. I flew into Moscow, spoke there, then flew to Omsk, Russia, which is up by Siberia, and then flew from Omsk to Kazakhstan, to Almaty, Kazakhstan. So we landed in Russia. Now, I was super intimidated because all I ever heard about Russia was communism and mafia. And I learned both of those from watching Rocky IV. Okay, so I was a little, unprepared, if you will. So we land, and the time zone is almost a perfect 12 hours off. So at 3 p.m. my time is 3 a.m. their time, and vice versa. So it's about 3 p.m. It's that night, their time, about 7 o'clock at night. And I'm the key speaker, right? And they say, have music playing in this big stadium, and they go, da, 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 Justin Prince. Now I'm super tired because it's like whatever, 4 in the morning my time or 5 in the morning my time. And I walk out there, and they're all cheering, and all of a sudden they sit down. And you've never seen more intense people in your life than the Russians. It's like their eyes were just like laser focused, like just burning a hole through me. And I thought, I hope I do well. And so I would say something, and then all of their eyes, like right now, would all look over here. And I'm thinking, where'd they go? And so I look over, and they were looking at Olga, my interpreter. And some of you, can any of you speak 2 languages? If you translate a language, you don't interpret a language, you translate. So in other words, what you'll do is you'll say what this idiot American just said was, and they'll try and explain what the heck you just said. So I would say something, and then they would all look over, and it was really throwing me off, right? Because I was like, no, I'm back here, and then they'd come back, and then laser eyes. They could take notes and not even look at the paper, right? And so I said, I think I've got to do something really funny. I've got to do a joke that's super funny. And the problem is I'm not inherently very funny, so I said something and I just gave it all I had. And then I looked over at Olga with them, and they all looked back, and they started cheering, like, oh, USA, USA. I thought, okay, good. So if you think you're intimidating, you're nothing like the Russians, okay? So we're going to have actually a good night tonight. It'll be a lot of fun. I'll share with you just a little bit about a story of my background and kind of how leading up to you being here tonight. You were actually invited here tonight most likely by a business colleague or by a friend of yours, maybe a family member of yours, to review this information about this new company, Modere. So my background, I'm actually from Salt Lake City, Utah. My wife and I have 4 kids, and if you can imagine, I look like I'm 16 and we have 4 kids. And so we don't mess around at our house, and we have 4 kids when you look 16. At our house, we probably mess around too much to have 4 kids and you look like you're 16. So I have a 10-year-old, 7 and 5 little girls, and then a 2-year-old little boy. So bookend boys and 2 girls in the middle. And when I was almost 13, when I was 12 years old, my folks got divorced. And that was kind of a pivotal time, right, in your life as a young kid. I went with my mom, so I have a big heart for single moms. And then when I was 16, I worked at a pizza place. I worked at Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. Now, if any of you in California ever heard of Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza, the only pizza that sucks worse than $5 hot and ready pizza is the stuff I would make for you, and I wouldn't even cook it for you. You have to figure that out by yourself, okay? And then what we would do from there is I went and I worked construction for my dad. My dad was a home builder, and I remember I'd lined a ditch with rocks, and I thought, my life sucks. I'm lining a ditch with rocks. There's got to be a better way to do this. When I was 21, I was introduced to a multimedia company, and I started to sell multimedia products. We ended up selling tens of millions of dollars worth of this company's products, and we sell them primarily out of mall kiosks, if you can imagine. Now, you know when you go to a mall, does anyone ever even go to malls anymore? But remember when you used to go to malls, and you know those people like jump out at you like, ah, you want something for free? And you're like, hey, buddy, back up off me before I call security. That's who I was, right? I was that guy who was trying to like get you to stop at his thing and sell you something. When I was 25, I was introduced to the network marketing world. All I knew about network marketing is I didn't want to know anything else. I was the biggest cynic and skeptic on the planet. What I liked about the concept is this idea of building a residual-based income. I became the #3 earner, the national spokesperson, as Ron talked about, with a nutrition company. That company went out of business, which sucked. And then I was with another company, and I became one of the lead distributors with this business. About 3.5 years ago, I sold that business. And I left the network marketing world, never to return. Why? Because I thought that model actually was broken. The network marketing model I thought was actually broken. I said, I'm not going to do that again. I became a consultant for some private equity funds, and about 2 years ago, we started a project with a $300 million a year company. I was a consultant. And we started to come up with this concept called social retail. We had some really smart direct sales minds in the room, and we had some people that had worked with brands like Ray-Ban and Aeropostale and Gap and Chipotle and Sephora and some big retail brands in the room as well. And we thought, what if we could all do something together? What would we do? And that's what you're going to see tonight. So I ended up buying into this company. So I'm an equity partner in this business. And I'm also what we call a social marketer, which means I earn my income for my family by building a customer base and building a network and a community of people that are promoting this brand. So here's the point. We live in the greatest land of opportunity in the history of mankind. You can have a kid who went from making take and bake pizzas at age 16 to making over $1 million before he was 30 and being a partner in a $300 million company when he was 32. And my goal is that we'll have this be a multiple billion-dollar business by the time I'm 40. And that only happens in the great land of America, right? So really kind of an exciting time. So we're going to cover 3 things tonight. First thing we're going to cover is this massive shift that's happening in the world right now in the world of retail. It's a shift from physical to digital, and we're all watching it happen, and we're all a massive part of it. The second thing is you'll be introduced to a new online retail brand called Modere and Modere.com. And then you'll be introduced to a new industry that we're pioneering right now, we're all collectively pioneering, called social retail. And social retail is retail that's powered by people. So let's talk about the shift that's happening in the world right now. The shift is from physical to digital. It's heading online. Most of the sales that are happening right now in retail are actually happening online. I don't think that's going to surprise any of us. In fact, the old retail is almost equal to what's happening in what's called the new retail. So think of the infrastructure of our society, of our cities. Like in LA, for example, I ask people, so how long does it take to get there? And they go, my GPS says a mile, but my car says 6 hours, right? And so it's because of the physical infrastructure we have in our cities, it's changing right now. It's changing because business is leaving physical stores and it's going online. We're shopping more and more online. This is a graph, it's hard to see from where you're sitting in the back, but it's big brands that we're all familiar with, like Gap and Abercrombie and Fitch and so on, that are closing stores. This is a list of all the stores they're closing. Why are they closing the stores? Because new retail, online shopping, is taking over their physical locations. 52% of sales are web influenced. Now here's what's happening in retail. All sales are people influenced. So guess who's driving this massive $500 billion shift, the biggest market shift that any of us will ever see in our lifetime? Congratulations. You are, and I am. Every time you like and blog and promote and text and Instagram and Facebook and pin, every time you refer a friend to a new brand or to an online shopping experience or to a site, you're part of a massive shift from physical to digital. And guys, it's changing the world. The world will never be the same because of what's happening. I think we all can see this. We're watching it happen in our societies. There's companies right now that are creating what's called better way markets, better way models. They're models that provide for people a better way to do what they're already doing. Okay, so let me give you an example. There's a company with 2 words. It's called Netflix. And I know there's this really young group in here. We've got a bunch of the millennials up in here, okay? So a long time ago, there was a company called Blockbuster, okay? And I know that some of the adults in here remember the 18-year-olds were like, Blockbuster, what? So here's the thing. Blockbuster, or Netflix, said, we are going to create a better model or a better way for you to do what you're already going to do. They didn't even try and convince you to watch movies. They just assumed you were already going to watch movies. They didn't say to you, look, don't shop at Blockbuster. shop at us, because our Tom Cruise alternative ending at the end, ooh, you want this one, okay? The Blockbuster one's a little too boring. That's not what they tried to convince you to do. They said, we're going to provide you a better model. 8 years ago, Blockbuster could have bought Netflix for $40 million. And guess what they did? They laughed at them. They laughed at them because it was, quote, part of the experience that you wanted to have to go to Blockbuster. Do any of you guys remember that experience? You would drive your sorry behind 27 minutes one way to get there. You would aimlessly walk aisle to aisle to aisle and be completely confused and overwhelmed. You would finally pick a video. You would go to the front thing, paid $9 to buy it. You would drive 27 minutes home, you'd watch it, and 73 weeks later you would return it. And you remember what happened when you returned it? You're like, you put on the hoodie, and you're like, honey, just drop it off in the slot, and let's get the crap out of here, right? Because you knew that if they found you and it took them 73 weeks later, they're gonna find the crap out of you for this video, right? Guess what Netflix's model was? That you could sit on your couch in your underwear, and you could say, I wanna watch a movie. And you could click one button and you could watch a movie. They created a better model. That was the experience you wanted to have, not the 73 weeks later late fee. So, here's the point. Guess what? That better way was so much better that they disrupted the old model. You guys following that? They put it out of business. I was in Alaska 2 weeks ago, and this guy came up to me after and he goes, we still have a Blockbuster up here. You just might want to, let them know that when you give your thing away. I go, does anyone shop there still? He's like, oh yeah, occasionally if someone goes in there, I'm like, I'll let them know that from now on, sir. So guys, there's one Blockbuster left in Alaska, okay? So let me ask you a question. Raise your hand if you've ever heard of a little company called Uber, right? I used Uber today to come from Orange County. Uber did not invent taxi cabs. Uber created for you a better way to experience crap you were already going to do. Now, there's some of you in here tonight that didn't raise your hand. And that means one of two things. Either you're like, I don't want to participate. And that's fine, because I don't want to participate when I go places either. It's like when you go to church and you show up and they go, who would like to read verse 24? And you go, not me. Nope. And you put your head down because you think, as long as they don't make eye contact, they're not going to pick me. And they go, Justin, you read it. How'd you pick me? Okay, and then I have to read it. So you don't want to participate. So here's the rules, okay? You can either be all in or you can be all out, but none of this. You're either all in or you're all out. If you've heard of Uber, raise your hand. If you've actually ever used Uber, raise your hand, right? Check this out. They're changing the world right now. Some of you guys are like, well, I've heard of Lyft too. The competitors are coming up to change the world too. What did they try and say? They didn't try and convince you that you should use a thing called taxis. You were already going to do this. Those of you who haven't heard of this, guess what? I am excited to walk you through a better model or a better way. So check this out. Remember our taxis? Remember what the experience we used to have with these guys? Where it smelled kind of like a mix between throw up and urine, and you would get in there. They may or may not speak your language. They may or may not even drive safe. I love the Jerry Seinfeld clip. He says, I sit in the back of this thing. It has no seatbelt. The guy doesn't speak my language, and he's yelling at people, and he's driving super crazy, and for some reason I'm not scared because I'm in a taxi. It's like, just okay. It's just, he knows his way around, So here's the thing. This model, we didn't even know it was antiquated. We didn't even know that it was broken. We didn't even know that it needed to be fixed. So what Uber did is this. Instead of you having to wave down a taxi, you click on an app. I did this today, no kidding. I clicked on the app, and about 18 seconds later, the guy calls me and goes, I'm out front. I'm like, how did he know? I'm like, who are you? So you click on the app. They take you to the place. Now, when you get there, there's no haggle on the price. How many of us have ever been in a taxi and they're like, you don't have enough cash? You're like, I don't even carry cash anymore. Do you accept a card? Nope, we don't accept cards here at ABC Taxi. And you say, well, I don't have enough money. You get this big argument, this big fight. You're like borrowing money from people on the street. With Uber, he pushes his brake. My thing just says, ding, 56 bucks, 23 cents. I'm done. I paid for it in my app, right? So check this out. They've been growing. Now, those of you who have never heard of Uber, guess how big Uber is? Their last valuation a couple weeks ago was $18 billion. Now, let me ask you a question. How did they grow? $18 billion, and how old are they? They're a couple years old. This isn't like 79 years ago there's a company called Uber. No, I'm talking like barely, okay? 18 billion. How did they grow? How did Uber grow? Let me ask you another question. How many cars does Uber own? 0. They don't own anything physical. It's a shift from physical to digital. What they own is really cool technology that makes it a better way for you to get around, right? Guess how they grew? They give all their customers 6-digit promotion codes. When those customers use those codes, they get what's called a give-get benefit. So if I give Kai a code, he gets $10 off his first ride with Uber, and I get $10 off my next ride. So I'm incentivized and he's incentivized. And do you want to know why I share? There's 3 reasons we share things. One is we feel cool. I feel cool introducing Kai to Uber. There's some vanity to it. That's why we told people about this little thing called Pinterest and Instagram and Facebook, because I felt cooler than you, that I knew something you didn't know, right? When I gave him the benefit, he gets $10 off his first ride. That's the second reason we share, is when we can give someone else benefit. We have some charitable parts of our life. We want to look cool first, but after I look cool, I'll help you. And then the third thing is this: I want benefit. I want to look cool, I want to give you benefit, I want to receive benefit. Those are the 3 physics, the 3 laws of physics when it comes to social sharing. These guys created an $18 billion company because we told each other through our social networks and through texting. Some of you actually have your codes, and you'll use your codes to people because you want the credit for next time, right? Check this out. The more their customers shared, the more they saved. You can make money with Uber. If everyone pulled your phone out right now and you pulled up Google and you typed in Uber, U-B-E-R, guess what the first paid advertisement is going to pull up is? It says earn cash with your car. And it's Uber trying to convince you to be a driver. The gentleman who drove me here today, he's starting in insurance, and he doesn't have enough cash. He's getting his insurance brokerage up and going. So he's a driver for Uber part-time to make some extra cash. So, check this out. If I'm a driver for Uber and I introduce Kai to be a driver, I'll get a $500 referral fee. Okay? I'm a driver, I introduce Kai. They have customers. The more their customers share, the more they save. The more their drivers the more they drive, the more they earn. Does anyone in here have a moral or a philosophical issue with Uber? Is anyone thinking, is this one of those one things? I mean, it just seems kind of like, I don't even know, like a pyramid? I don't know. Is it one of those one things? You go, what's a pyramid? I don't know, but it's just like, like the top car makes all the money on the bottom cars, and like, it just seems kind of fishy, right? No, it's not. It's an $18 billion movement, and they're just the beginning of it. Guess what's really happening right now? I'm getting off the script here. The taxi cabs are trying to put them out of business. Why? Because the taxi cabs are owned by unions. The unions are lobbying with the lobbyists in Washington, D.C. Because the states, like Uber, you can't be picked up at the airport by Uber. Because the taxi cabs pay a fee to the airports, to the different states, to the airports. So when you come onto their property, you actually have to have a fee as a taxi service. Like, how they have they have real estate, right? When you walk out on the curb, there's taxis. The taxi people are pissed about these guys because they're kicking their behind. It's a better way. It's a better model. Is everyone following that? Guys, I'm here to tell you, the world is shifting. And whether you want to be part of it or not, it's going to shift. And guess who's driving the shift? You are and I am. We're already doing this stuff, okay? So tonight, let me introduce you to a better way model that's disrupting and changing the way that you experience your everyday essential products. Now, what are everyday essential products? They're the products that we all use every single solitary day. I remember I told these guys 2 years ago when we started this, I go, I'm not selling shampoo. I'm not. I don't even care what shampoo you guys use. I am sorry, I wish I did care. I care about other parts of your life, but not your shampoo. And I thought, I'm not sharing shampoo with people, but what I would sell to people is a better model. Like, I wouldn't sell Blockbuster, but I would talk about Netflix. How many of you would want to talk about a taxi cab? Is there anything that you can think of that's less cool than a taxi cab? How many of you have ever referred out 1-800-TAXI cab? Never. Because it's just not hot. It's not cool. There's nothing. But why are you referring Uber? Because the model's so cool. Are you guys following that idea? So we just launched a brand new brand, an online retail brand called Modere.com. We launched it in Beverly Hills, California. There was a bunch of you, a couple of you that are here tonight were with us in Beverly Hills. We launched this in February. Modere was launched at the Beverly Hills Hilton. 3 weeks after we launched in Beverly Hills, we were in the Oscar gift lounge at the Academy Awards. Now check this out. A couple weeks later, we were what's called the Gracie Awards. It's a local thing for like radio personalities and so on. Today, I was at CBS, like the radio CBS with like 6 different divisions of CBS because they're like, we heard you were in the thing, we heard you guys were in the. I'm like, sure, yeah, let's meet. They're like, anyway. Today was surreal, hanging out with like all the executives of CBS. That was a trip. So, what do we sell? All the products that you use every single day. Personal care products, health and wellness products, household products. Our laundry pods, for example, are off the charts. We have scented and unscented. The scented ones are scented with essential oils of vanilla and lavender. So some of you have used those. My wife will she'll pull towels out of closets we haven't used. We don't even use these towels. And I'm like, sweetheart, why are you washing these? She goes, it just makes the whole closet smell better. I'm like, okay, sweetie, do what you gotta do, okay? Now here's the thing, besides just selling products, we market a better way. Because guess what, the world's shifting and people want better ways to shop. Now look, I know that there's something about waiting in lines that you love. You just love Walmart and Target you love. And, there's just, we're skeptics. No, I will not listen. I love Target. And there's something about Walmart that's just so awesome. It's just when I go in there and I aimlessly walk through the aisles and I just get to wait in line. There's actually a better way to do it. We've built one of the hottest high fashion brands in the country. Why do we build a high fashion when you're talking about hand soap or shampoo? The 7th fastest growing company in the United States last year, privately held company, was a company called Method. Some of the mamas in here are familiar with Method. They sell it at Targets, right? Method brought to market hand soap that looks sexy. That's what it was. When you see it, you're like, that's the sexy hand soap. If you wanted to get into the hand soap business, and you're going to compete against Dial and these other big brands, how are you going to set yourself apart? They just made it look cool. They just made it look nice. Everything you'll see with Modere is fashion and design led. It looks like a fashion brand, for crying out loud. The second reason people buy Modere is it's safe. It's like the safest products you can find anywhere in the world, and they work. Here's the problem with safe products, is your friend who's a super natural safe person, they rub the tree bark deodorant on, and it doesn't work as well as we would all hope for, right? So the problem with safe products is they don't perform. We were talking about this coming from the salon profession. What people actually want is they want to look better. They want to actually look sexy, and they want to look great. And they actually don't care if they'll rub gasoline on their face if it makes them look amazing, right? The point is this. What people want is products that work. Our products perform like crazy. Do you want to know what else people care about? Is they want them to be safe. We all say that we want them to be safe first. We actually don't care. We want them to work first. If they work, we want them to be really, really, really healthy. No sulfates, no parabens. We want them to be BPA free and toxin free. All these products are the best, cleanest, highest performing products you can find anywhere in the world. Okay? Next is this. It's a smart brand. Part of the better way is creating a smart way for people to shop. So you can download the Modere.com, the Modere app tonight at the Apple Store or the Android Store. And let me give you a quick example. You can do all your shopping with one-touch ordering. You can also use what's called the scan feature. You just hold the back of the app, or you hold your phone up to the back of a product and just scan the product. You don't have to touch the screen. It'll instantly same-day ship to your house. So when you're running low on products, just scan. You can do all your month's shopping in 3 or 4 seconds. So it's just a better way. Now again, I know you love lines. I know that there's something about driving in this traffic. This traffic it's relaxing, is what it is, okay? So you get in there, you can meditate as you sit there, and stop and go traffic, and it's awesome. So anyway, if you like that, just keep doing it. If you would rather just shop in about 3 seconds, then download the Modere app. Why do people shop? It's stylish, it's safe, it's smart, and it's affordable. Here's the thing that's so crazy about this. You can get luxury brand, salon quality products that are affordable. So let me walk you through this. Let me give you one example out of 70 products, okay? Our shampoo, if you buy a luxury salon quality brand shampoo, you're going to spend about $24.99, $29.99, about $25 to $30. Can I get an from some of the ladies that are used to salon quality brands? I was with a woman last week in Minneapolis. She buys a Aveda shampoo for $80. Spends 80 bones on her Aveda, right? Now check this out. Modere's has botanical ingredients. They're all safe, and it's $9.99. Now, if you're an over-the-counter shopper, you shop at Walmart, you shop at Target, right? How much does Per Plus cost? $6.99, $7.99, $8.99. For $1 or $2 more, you're going to get a luxury salon quality brand. If you're used to a luxury salon quality, you're going to save 30, 40, 50, 60%. Now, how is that possible? When you shop at Modere, you're buying direct from the manufacturer. You're buying from the people who actually make the product. So, this is really important. When you guys shop, a lot of you are savvy online shoppers. When you shop at Amazon.com, whose brand do you buy on Amazon.com? Do you buy Amazon's brand on Amazon? No. You buy everyone else's brand on Amazon. There's a manufacturer who makes it, they sell it to a retailer, the retailer sells it on Amazon. All those different touch points make a profit. When you buy from Modere, you're buying from the people who actually build those products from the ground all the way to your countertop with care and curation. So you're buying the finest products you can find anywhere in the world, and you're buying directly from the people who actually make the brand, okay? Also, check this out. When you start shopping at Modere, place your first order, you're gonna start getting free samples as a customer, free samples with each order. When was the last time you left Target and they said, oh, I'm so sorry, free, here's your free sample. Thank you. It doesn't happen. There's a better way to do it. You can earn, any order over $75 is free shipping. You can actually earn through the Modere Rewards program. You can earn free shipping on every single order, no matter when you do it, just like an Amazon Prime, except you don't have to pay into it, okay? The other thing with this is we have what's called Modere Experiences, so check this out. Once a month, when you place one order on Modere.com, you're automatically entered into Modere Experiences. Modere Experiences is once-in-a-lifetime experiences that we'll give you for being a customer of Modere. So 2 months ago, the woman that won, this custom city cruiser, this bottom left picture, you can kind of see it. You guys know if you go to the beaches, people have like the big handlebars, they got like the basket in the back, and they're on those beautiful city cruiser bikes. The woman's 62 years old out of Durango, Colorado. Her name is Jane. We call her and say, hey, thanks for shopping at Modere, being a loyal customer, you won our Modere Rewards. She's probably thinking, what the hell is Modere Rewards, right? And we gave her a list of all the different options she could win. She picks this custom city cruiser. It's a $600 bike because she lives, you guys have seen these in LA. There's retail establishments on the bottom, and then above those, attached to them, is like condo or apartment complexes. You guys have seen those before? She lives in one of those in Durango, Colorado. She got a $600 bike for shopping at Modere to go around and get her groceries. It has a repurposed wood finished crate in the back. When was the last time Walmart called you and said, we really appreciate you, here's a $600 custom city cruiser? Never. Guess what the woman that won this month won? She picked Mary Mates to come to her house once a month for the next 6 months to deep clean her house for her, right? We'll push you out of an airplane with a GoPro camera on your head, and you can go skydiving. We are all about customer experience, okay? And so really cool things that we do for you to have an amazing shopping experience with Modere. Now, how is this all possible? Although we're a brand new company, we're not a startup. We're actually the transformation of a $300 million a year company that's 27 years old. So it has 27 years of history, science, research, and development, building the finest products in the world. So that's one of the unique things about this. Although this isn't like out of some guy's garage, like, I hope this thing goes well. And we've got like 700 employees, like, it's a full-blown, massive operation. We're actually owned by one of the largest private equity funds in the country. It's a fund that does about $1.5 billion worth of assets. How many of you guys have ever seen Shark Tank on ABC, like the show Shark Tank? Well, guys, I felt like I was on Shark Tank, but it was like the real thing. We like walked in there, like, next in the Shark Tank here in Chicago, these young entrepreneurs, we walk in there. They have the smartest people I've ever seen around the table, like Fordham, Harvard Business School, Wharton. Then the gentleman that owns the fund, this $1.5 billion fund, he walks in, right? He's got slick back hair and he's from Chicago. You do the math, okay? So it's pretty intimidating. And he sits there and he walks back and he goes, you guys are not only going to change this company, because you guys are going to change this whole industry. 2 weeks later, he doubles down his investment. You know, in Shark Tank, they're like, I'll put in $100,000 for 50% equity, right? This cat put in tens and tens and tens of additional dollars to buy out all the board seats and all the equity in the company so he would actually own it, his fund. We were written in the Wall Street Journal when he did that. Now, why do I tell you that? Because some of the smartest financial minds in the country are seeing this social retail model. They're like, I'm in. Like that makes sense. So we talked about a better way to shop. Now let's talk about a better way to market, a better way to bring products to market. We're pioneering a new industry called social retail. Social retail is retail powered by people. Now let me share something with you. When I say a new industry, that can seem kind of like, what the crap does that mean? Let me share with you what I mean by new industry. We've converged two industries together. We've taken the very best of direct sales, the direct sales industry, the direct sales profession. Many of you came from that world of network marketing or direct sales. We took the very best of that, which the power of direct sales is the power of human connection, people to people. We combined that with the power of online retail. So some of you guys are familiar with like Gilt.com or Fab.com or Zulily or One Kings Lane. Took the best of that model, Birchbox, Warby Parker, and we converged it into a new industry called social retail. Now someone might say, yeah, but come on, tell the truth. It's just a network marketing company. No, no, no. This isn't a 2.0 version of a network marketing company. It's like this. It's like if when Apple launched the iPad, many of you guys remember that? If someone would have said to you, the iPad's a computer, it's a laptop computer, be honest, tell the truth, it's a laptop computer, what would you have said to them? You'd have been like, kind of, but not really. It has some of the functionality, it has some of the features, there's some parts of it that are the same, but it's actually its own separate category. It's a tablet. They say, what's the difference? You say, well, it's smaller, it's a mobile device. They say, oh, mobile device, got it. It's a smartphone, it's an iPhone. It's not an iPhone, it's a tablet. The tablet created a multi-billion-dollar industry called the tablet industry. You guys following that? Just like personal computers created their whole world, and just like smartphones created their whole world. Is everyone following that logic? Guess what happened after the tablet was launched? A new industry was launched called apps. Remember when they used to say, there's an app for that, there's an app for that, there's an app for that. There was 5,000 apps, there was 50,000 apps, there was 5 million apps, like this. Because software developers started just getting soaked up saying, I could build an app for that, I could build an app for that. That was a whole standalone industry. Are you guys following that logic? We're creating an entirely new industry, an entirely new model called social retail, which is retail powered by people. So in social retail, we have home for customers, people who shop at the site. The more they share, the more they save. That's part of the better model. We also have a home for what we call social marketers. These are people who, the more they promote this brand, the more they earn. They earn cash where customers earn shopping credits. So, some of you tonight were introduced to this idea by a social marketer. Someone brought you, they dragged your sorry behind and said, sit down, you have to, you're my friend, you have no choice, be my friend, support me. You're like, I don't want to go, I really don't. The traffic sucks, the guy could be annoying, and maybe he is, okay? So here's the thing, we're building an amazing community of people. A really fun, vibrant, alive culture of people. We have 5 values as a company. If these values resonate with you, this might be a good fit for you. If these values don't resonate with you, this might not be a good fit for you, okay? We have 5 values as a company. We want to be authentic, humble, compassionate, vibrant, and disruptive. That's who we are. Like if you were to describe this brand, that's what we want to be described as. So we're building this massive community of people, and as you look around the room, they're good-looking people. I don't know how they let me in the room. They're just all good-looking people. So here's the deal. How does this all work? How do we link all the customers together? We do it through 6-digit promotion codes. Remember how Uber linked all those customers through 6-digit promotion codes? It's the same freaking model. When you become a customer or you become a social marketer, you get a 6-digit code. Every time you promote, blog, link, Pinterest, tweet, hand this one over here is a customer card. You can actually hand your card to a customer. When they use that link, it links the customers together, and it links the customers to the social marketers. So, let me walk you through what this means. We knew really quickly that when people try our brand, they fall in love. Like, isn't that cool to have a brand where people try it and it's over? Like, they're going to fall in love. So we wanted to make it really simple for you to help people discover Modere. Let me tell you what you're all going to do tomorrow, okay? Don't you hate when someone comes from out of town, you don't even know them, and they say, let me tell you what you're going to do tomorrow. You say, no, I'm not. Yes, you will. No, I won't. Yes, you will. Let me tell you what you're going to do tomorrow. You're going to be at the water tank at work, and you're going to say, have you ever heard of Uber? You're going to be the smart one in the office that somehow knows about the next big thing, and you'll say, they're an $18 billion company. And everyone's like, how do you know all this stuff? You are a genius. You're like, I don't know. I'm just kind of up on things, They're disrupting the taxi cab industry. I mean, anyway. So you should check it out. You're probably all going to download the app tonight because now you are the one that knows what everyone else doesn't know. We wanted to build a way for you to help people to discover this new retail brand in the simplest, most fun, most cool way. So when you're at the water tank tomorrow, you go, have you ever heard of Modere? And they go, no, what's that? You go, so glad. It's the coolest, it's the next big retail brand with the coolest concept called social retail. So check this out. We built what's called the beauty box. Now fellas, hang with me here, okay? This box is off the charts. So check this out. It's super gorgeous. It's textile. So every part of our brand is an experience-led brand. So we touch the top of the box, it's textile. This silver lining right here, it's a little periphery at the edges, so you have to just barely open that. Imagine a mom, okay? She's got 2 young kids. She's holding the one baby like this. The other baby's hanging on her leg. She's making dinner, trying to get the kids to bed. What we wanted to have happen is this. Her friend calls her and says, have you ever heard of Modere? She goes, no. She goes, I can't even focus. She goes, It's the next big retail brand. You gotta check this out. It's the coolest thing. They're gonna send you a box. You gotta check this out. She puts the kids to bed. She locks the door of the closet. She sits down and she goes, just barely moves that little silver tape away and just opens up this beautiful box and has an experience where she can actually just enjoy some luxury in her life for just a few minutes while the kids are in bed, okay? So check this out. What we do is we send you 5 of our most premium skin and hair products with samples of each one. So people can try the brand before they agree to buy it. So here's how it works. Let me walk you through what products you're gonna get. One of our best products is what's called antioxidant gel. And some of the ladies in here are familiar with these different antioxidant gels. At retail, this is a waterless vitamin C product. These will retail for $65. They're amazing for like shining and soothing your skin. With Modere, it's $21.99. This one will work instantaneously. Like you put it on the back of your hand and look at your hands, instantly the one will be more bright. It's velvety soft. That product's in there, okay? We also have the anti-aging serum. This is a hydrolyzed elastin fluid elixir. Okay, this is an amazing product. These retail for $80 to $100 each. This one's $39.99. It's highly absorbable and it tightens and smooths your skin. So it's an amazing anti-aging serum. The next one is our exfoliant. This is a prickly pear and bamboo. It's an amazing product. Salon quality exfoliants will be about $30 to $35. Over the counter will be $8 or $9. This is $12.99. For the fellas, before you shave, unbelievable, right? This is the exfoliant. The next one is our antioxidant hair serum. How many of the ladies in here are familiar with Moroccan oil? It's a really popular hair product. What these hair serums will do is they'll shine your hair, they'll smooth through your hair. They don't make your hair greasy at all. They shine and they smooth it. They'll also help to extend your color, a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. This Moroccan oil, the number one ingredient, the oil, or when I say the number one ingredient, it's actually the last ingredient. But the oil is what's called argan oil, okay? This product has argan oil, kukui oil, macadamia oil. It has 5 different oils. We have no dyes, no chemicals in this. This stuff is crazy believable. We had a woman in our office, her name's Carolyn, she's from Colorado. She's sitting there all skeptical, like, I'm just not sure about this. And anyway, she went into the bathroom, they had a mirror. One of our personal care women, her name's Holly, took 2 squirts of this freaking hair serum, put it into her hair, she's like this. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I'm like, what the crap? She sits back down just all happy, like, yeah, this is awesome. Instantly, right? So check this out. I'm gonna share with you guys a couple quick things. This is an email correspondent from a friend of mine in Charlotte, North Carolina. He's worked on Wall Street. His name's Mark. This is a man's man. So check this out. Mark says he's emailing a girl named Addie, who he works with. Addie is 25 years old. She's just a little beauty, but she just finished with her second degree, college in her second degree. She works in marketing, just a real bright girl. Both of them live out in Charlotte. So Mark says to her, have you used the hair serum yet, the one I just told you about? He says, I have mine right now. It's amazing, with 8 exclamation points. This is a dude, a man's man dude. It's like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. So here's what Addie says. I still haven't used the hair serum, but the exfoliant plus antioxidant gel routine last night. I was super impressed. What's the deal with the antioxidant gel? I feel like I was putting a cloud on my face. Whoa, hashtag radiant. This is a good thing when you have people who are like, your products, like, I used them and I loved them. Okay, let me give you another quick example. This is a Facebook correspondence between a friend of mine out in Tulsa. She sends in this message, Josh, my hair and skin feel and smell amazing. I don't know how you pronounce that. That's my version of how to pronounce that. I'll be keeping my box. Okay, so check this out. You can discover this brand on us. We'll ship that box to you for free. Okay, it's $140 worth of our product. You can try the product for 7 days in your house before you agree to buy it. We'll ship you $140 worth of product. You can try it for free for 7 days before you agree to buy it. When you agree to buy it, it's $79.99, so it's almost half off. Okay? Now check this out. If you don't agree to buy it, for some reason you're crazy, okay, and you don't want it, there's a free shipping label on there. You stick it on and ship it back. So you're risk-free either way, free shipping both ways. So when you introduce, remember we talked about there's 3 laws of social sharing physics. I have to feel cool, I have to give you a benefit, and I have to receive a benefit. Remember that? Well, guess what? You're launching the next big retail brand. I can give you almost half off, and you can try it for 7 days risk-free. And then let me walk you through how the share model works, okay? We built the most aggressive share model in the history of like e-commerce. So here's how it works. As a customer and as a social marketer, you can only get this box, you can only discover the box through a personal invite. When Pinterest was launched, you couldn't go, Pinterest, that sounds cool, Pinterest.com, and sign up. Didn't work that way. You had to be personally invited from someone who was already in Pinterest. Same thing with the box. So check this out. When you share it with 3 people as a customer, you get a $50 shopping credit when those three people buy the box. So you have like your mom, your sister, and your aunt buy the box, you get a $50 shopping credit. You start knocking out. That to us is part of the better model, the better way to experience your everyday products, is you don't pay for them. That's part of the better model. Now check this out. You share it with 2 additional friends who buy the box, you get an additional $50 shopping credit. You share it with 1 additional friend, you get an additional $50 shopping credit on your everyday essential purchases from a stylish, safe, smart, a premium luxury brand that's affordable. It's free. Now check this out. Every 1 person you share with after that, you get $50 shopping credits per person per time. Now let me ask you a question. How many shopping credits is Walmart or Target giving you each month? Or Whole Foods? Or Trader Joe's? Or anywhere else that you freaking shop? No, none. Do we ever talk about our experience we had there? Yep. Do we ever talk about the products we bought there? Uh-huh. That's what happens. Guys, we will pay, as a customer, we'll give you shopping credits for referring the brand. The more you share, the more you save. Okay? That's part of the better way. Now check this out. All of those orders are tied back to our social marketers. Now, I was the CBS, the head of digital marketing today. I was walking him through this model and he goes, my wife's got to hear about this. He was like, that's unbelievable. If this woman here becomes a social marketer and she refers the box, in this example, to this woman here, right? She refers it to her friend, who refers it to her friend, who's a customer to her friend, to a customer to her friend. All 5 of these customers are now her customers as a social marketer. Now check this out. They're not just her one-time customer. She will get paid on all 5 of those orders forever. Anytime that any of these customers buy their everyday essential products from Modere.com, she will get a commission every single time for the rest of her life. We're the only retail brand on earth that gives you what's called the lifetime value of a customer. That's what companies fight for. Like they'll give you like a $10 referral fee if you refer someone, but then guess who keeps the lifetime value? They do, forever. Amazon has affiliates. You can become an affiliate with Amazon. You go out, I find you, you go shop at Amazon using my link, I get a commission. You're Amazon's. I'm out. Guess how I can make more money as an affiliate? Go find him, send him to Amazon, he buys. With this, now check this out. The company starts marketing to these people on a daily basis. How many of you get emails or push notifications from Gilt or Fab or Zulily or whoever it is every single freaking day, like 7 in the morning, 7 at night, 10 in the morning, and it says, time to shop, time to shop, time to shop. We do the same thing to your customers. To that customer base, we market to them. Encouraging with flash sales, limited time offers, promotions, discounts, encouraging them not only to shop, but to share. When these customers start to get their own shopping credits, all those customers are her customers for the rest of her life. So let me give you this. Ian, would you mind raising your hand real quick? Okay, this is my main man, Ian. He's a registered nurse. He lives up in upstate New York. He flew in here for a high school reunion, or a college reunion?
Nursing reunion.
A nursing reunion, okay. Ian has 22 customers in the last week and a half, 2 weeks that have opted in on this box. 22 as a registered nurse. He already has his customers telling other customers. Ian will be paid on all those customers' orders, and when we market to his customer base, all those customers' orders, and we market to that base, you can imagine, if we have 100 customers as a company, we have over 10,000 in 4 months. We start marketing to 10,000 people a day, and it gets bigger. And then as social marketer, we put in more customers. Now let me say this. Why does retail need social marketers? Retail's doing fine all by itself. Guess what? Retail's struggling right now, big time. Let me tell you why. When was the last time you watched TV with one screen on? Now you got your iPhone open, your iPad open, your computer open. That's if you even watch commercials anymore. Does anyone in here just be like, screw commercials, I'll just DVR this thing, or I'll just do Netflix, or I'll do Hulu, or whatever. I'm not going to watch commercials. Guys, they can't talk to us the way they used to. They can't advertise to us. Let me ask you this. If we went in business together, me and you, are we going to put up a billboard and so that one state, in one city, on one street can see our new business? I don't think so, dude. I think the world's changing. Guess what we're going to try and do? We're going to try and get him to tell his friend. We're going to try and talk to him in a way where we're trying to engage him to tell somebody else. Because 75% of us will listen to family and friends, the recommendation, than we will to an advertisement. The world's changing. We actually trust each other more than we trust companies and advertisements. We trust human connection. That's the power of this model. That's why we added people to retail. Social retail is retail powered by people. Is everyone following that logic? So check this out. Let me give you a quick example. This is a gentleman who is out in Oklahoma. Guess what Jason Cotter does for a living, for crying out loud? He cleans chimneys in apartment complexes. How many apartments do you think have wood-burning chimneys? This is what this dude's business is. And he busts his behind every single day. He's a social marketer with our brand. Here's what he's posted on Facebook. Who doesn't like free samples? I'm helping launch this new concept that allows people to demo a few premium hair and skin products for literally no cost, no obligation to buy. Simple. This is the only post I'm making about this, so if you want to try some new stuff, please let me know and I'll hook you up. Okay? Here's what happens to his chain. Send me some, me too, send me, I love some, I'd love to try some, sure, sure, sure. I'll try it, I love the products, I'll try me, what's the catch? I'll try, hook it up, I'll try, I'd love to try them. One day he got 8 customers, the next day he got 7 customers in 2 days. Okay, now check this out. This is a post from a week later, because remember, we sent them the products and they got to try them before they agreed to buy, right? Here's what these same customers started saying. Got my Modere beauty box, let the beauty begin. This woman over here says, can't wait to try Modere. This lady says, love my Modere. This woman here in the bottom left says, good morning. Have any of you ever heard of Modere's new beauty box? I'm trying it out this week. Results on the blog next week. Hashtag beauty, hashtag Modere, hashtag blogger. She's a blogger, right? All the customers that come from her or from her customers or from her customers' customers to an infinite degree are Jason's, who's a chimney sweeper in Oklahoma. Have you ever heard of any retail brand that will send you dollars for the rest of your life on all the customers that you refer to their site? Guys, it's never happened before, okay? Now, let me give you an example of the power of what we're talking about. Let's say that you had 2 customers a day, 5 days a week. You can take the weekends off and do whatever it is that you do, okay? 2 days a week, 2 times a day, you introduce people. He's introduced 22 people in the last, whatever it's been, 10 days, right? 22 people are like, I'm in, 2 a day. That'd be 40 people in a month. You can make a $1,200 income. Now let me ask you this. Those of you who come from the network marketing world, how do you make income in network marketing? You go recruit people to be part of your business, right? In this example, how many people have you recruited? 0. Tell me one network marketing company on the planet where you can make $1,200 and not recruit anybody. We have people right now that make thousands of dollars a month, and guess how many people they've recruited? Nobody. They just gotten customers. They're promoting a new retail brand, like this hot new, really sexy, stylish, safe, smart retail brand, okay? What if, now let me tell you this, if you want to have people that are doing what you're doing, have them go make $1,000 a month. Also, your friends all want to do what you do, right? I'm promoting a new retail site. It's awesome. You got to check it out. You can build a $2,600 a month income with a team of 3 people, okay? What if that team grows over time to 12? Everyone averages 2 boxes a day. A $7,500 a month income with a team of 12 people that are promoting this new retail site. Team grows to 30 over time. 2 people a day are experiencing and discovering this hot new retail brand. You build almost $150,000 a year annualized income. Now, let me point something out. For those of you who are thinking, yeah, but come on, what if someone doesn't get there too? Did you ever think of that? Let me tell you this. Guess what this also doesn't include? This includes no one sharing. Not one customer tells a friend. Not one. Not one customer gets one of those shopping credits. Do you guys realize this has been up for 2 weeks? We have customers getting customers right now. You're seeing it happen in your world, Ian. We have customers that are getting shopping credits right now. It's like rolling a rock down a hill. You start it and you can let it kind of do what it does, right? So let me say this. Let me just stretch your imagination just for 1 minute and say this. What if over time you build a team of 155 people? Now you say, how on earth would I possibly do that? Let's say that you introduced 5 people, 5 social marketers, people who love the idea of social retail. They introduced 5, who introduced 5. That's 155 folks, right? Now, let's say they average 2 boxes a day. It's over a $40,000 a year income. That's over a $500,000 a year income. Now, guys, is it possible? Well, I'll tell you this. There's people who are already earning these types of dollars, right? Yes, it's possible. Absolutely, it's possible. Now, let me say this. Is it possible for you? I guess that's up for you to decide, but has it happened? Absolutely, it's happened, it's happening. So tonight, it's a simple decision. It's like a simple decision to make. Would you like to be a customer with Modere, start shopping at modere.com, or would you like to be a social marketer? So someone brought you here tonight, and they invited you to check this idea out, this concept out. Just get back with them and say, I want to be a customer. I'm in. I want to get the shopping credits. I love the idea of Modere rewards. I think it's awesome. I love the idea of getting affordable product or premium products that are affordable. Or you say, I'm in. I think social retail is awesome. I want to be a social marketer. So here's how it works. If you're a customer, the more you share, the more you save. Okay? The more you share, the more you save. So what you're going to do is you're going to opt in tonight to have us send you one of those boxes. It's risk-free. We'll send it to you for free. You can check it out for 7 days. Make sure you love it. When you love it, you can keep it. It'll cost you $79.99. Okay? So basically it costs you 80 bucks. For $140 worth of product, it costs you $79. And guys, these are products we could sell on retail shelves for probably $265, $300. You can get it for $79.99, okay? If you want to be a social marketer, here's how it works. The more you promote, the more you earn as a social marketer. So as a social marketer, there's a one-time $29.95 registration fee, like a membership fee. You're basically saying, I want to make $1 with this. I want to promote the brand. And then what you're going to do is you're going to order what's called the Social Marketer Collection. The Social Marketer Collection includes the beauty box, so you get those $140 worth of product, plus you get 30 additional products. So you get 35 products total. It's almost $500 worth of product, and it's $399. Now, why is it $399? Because what we've seen is that people promote a brand that they're authentically living. Like, you're not going to like refer a movie you've never seen or a book you've never read. So when you get you start living the brand, you start having those products in your home. It makes it very, very simple and very natural and easy to start talking about the brand. Okay. So if you want to be a customer, it's going to be basically $80. You're going to opt in and try the box. If you want to be a social marketer, it's basically $430. That's the $399 plus the $29.95. Now let me share this. Let me answer a question. What if you start tonight as a customer, you buy the box, and later you decide you want to be a social marketer? You kind of like want to like transition. Maybe you like got some shopping credits, or like this is awesome. You want to transition into becoming a social marketer. How does that work? You will just apply your first order towards the $430. Does everyone follow that? Apply your 80 bucks towards the $430. You can become a social marketer later if that's what you choose to do. Or you can stay in customer world and get shopping credits like crazy, okay? So every business goes through phases. They go through different sections or phases of a business's life. You go through like a seed phase, a formulation phase, into like a critical mass phase, and into a momentum phase. We are just coming out of, we just launched this box 2 weeks ago. So here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that tonight you decide to either become a Modere customer or a Modere social marketer. And let me tell you why. In 5 years from now, when Modere is a household brand, it's a household name, people have talked about it, they've heard about it, you have friends who are customers, you have friends who are social marketers, I hope you don't look back and say, I was there, I met the guy. He had a little gap in his tooth, kind of like Madonna, but that's okay, I didn't judge. But I was there, I met him, and I've been a customer for 5 years. And I love it. I've got saved tons of money on my products because I have shopping credits. I think it's awesome. Or you say, I'm a social marketer. I've been doing it for 5 years. I think it's the coolest thing ever. It's social retail. I'm buying all this stuff anyway. Why does Procter & Gamble have to get all the dollars? Why does Walmart have to get all the dollars? I should get some of them. I think it's awesome. They created a better model. I'm in. What I hope you don't say is this. Yeah, I was there 5 years ago. And what the crap is my problem? You're like, why did I not do anything with this? I hope you don't look back with a feeling of regret and say, I was there and I bought shampoo every month ever since. I don't know why I just didn't buy it for myself, you know. I don't know why I didn't get shopping credits for when I refer things. I don't know why I didn't make $1 on this idea. Partner with us tonight. I'd encourage you to partner up with us. The more you share, the more you save, the more you promote, the more you earn. We're building the next big retail brand. When you're sitting at the water cooler tomorrow at work, we're building the next big retail brand. You can say something, have you ever heard of Modere? It's the next big online retail brand. You got to check this out. They got an amazing way for you to discover Modere, to discover this brand, okay?